Well, hello there, my lovelies. I'm sorry I tried to go live, but my connection was not having it, so I thought I'll just film what I'm going to do. So today we're going to create some superhero Hydroflow coasters. So I've had some suggestions for these two, and I thought actually a yellow background might work quite nicely on the back of these. So what I'm going to do, I haven't sealed them. These are just from wallpaper. I had cleaned these moulds, but honestly, it's like they... right. I've got to clean these moulds again. Right. A little bit of glitter in there doesn't matter, does it? Right. So I'm going to measure up my Hydroflow right now. So it's the ratio is 1 liquid to 2.5 powder. So I'm going to mix that up now and I'll be back. So I'm adding in some yellow, some bright yellow. This is from the lovely Jade Michelle. She sells jesmonite pigments, and I think she's got some what are they? She's got some fluorescent ones now. So this is at Resin Supplies then, which is on Facebook. If you're not part of the group already, if you're watching this on YouTube. So apparently it's good to add in. Do you know what? I'm going to make this green. So let's see what that one does. Whoa, that's a nice colour, isn't it? That's a really nice colour actually. I know it doesn't quite go, but I really like it. I'm going to put a bit more. You're only supposed to put in 2% colouring. So that's a nice blue. That'll have to do. Shall I add in a bit of red? We'll go a bit purple. Let's add in a bit of red. Oh, I'm having fun now. Oh dear, resin head is taking over. So there we go. That will do, I think. So I'm now going to add in, I've had 200 ml of liquid. I'm going to put in 500 of the powder. So that is 96. I'm going to put in like 200. There we go, that's 200. Mix that in. I need to put in another one. 2. 3. That should be right, maybe a tiny bit more. There we go. Right, that should be right. We'll see what that looks like. Yeah, that's thickening up like nicely. Oh, that's going a nice green now. Might just add in a tiny bit more blue. Oh, quite a lot of blue. Gosh, I really hope I'm not adding too much. But I think that's quite nice. There's lots of lumps, unfortunately. So I'm trying my hardest to get those lumps out, but it's starting to set. So, because it's so hot, sorry, I'm moving the camera. So I'm just going to have to go with it. So, right, here goes nothing. I've not tried this before. I saw this on, was it Claire's Crafty Corner? And what she did was she poured it kind of in the middle so that it pushed down the paper everywhere. So there we go. And then let's put a little bit more in there, and then let's put a little bit more in here. Oops. So let's do this. There we go, a nice dollop in there, and then I've got more, so I think I'm going to have to do maybe an Iron Man as well. Let's see how this goes. Because we wouldn't want to waste it, would we? So yes, I think that is going to be perfect. So I'm just going to give them a good old jiggle. Ooh, and a shake. And just finish pouring in what I've got left. I did make Hydroflow coasters before, but they were just too thin and they snapped even once they fully hardened. So yeah, so just watch out for that if you're making coasters. The benefit of Hydroflow though is that firstly it cures super quick, so it's really satisfying, and it's also more heat resistant than most resins. So trying to get rid of all these bubbles. Sorry, I'm just realizing that I'm off camera. So unlike epoxy resin, this is water based and dead easy to mix up, so you don't need all this PPE. So it is a bit of a joy really. Why are these blinking? Right, apparently you can blow on these as well to get rid of the, but I'm not really seeing that. Let's see if I can get rid of them. I don't know whether this is already starting to go off, so I don't think I can do much more. Right, okay, so just going to do that to let it self-level one last time. So I thought I would do this in real time and not skip through it to show you just how much you have to do. I mean, I would like to do it until I don't see any more bubbles, but I'm not convinced that that's going to be possible because it's such a hot day today, and so it's going off rather quickly, which means the bubbles are going to get trapped. Oh, I completely forgot that I've got a bit of paper in the bottom, so I probably don't want to be doing that. Oops, never mind. Well, we'll see. This is a bit of an experiment, isn't it? So yes, anyway. I know that when Claire did it, she was quite ginger with them and they still came out really well, so I hope I haven't ruined it. Anyway, I will come back in 10 minutes, in half an hour, and demold for you, and we'll see what the outcome is. Thank you for joining me. Well, hello there again. Right, so this is the second pour that I was going to do. And this is some cute little candle holders, and I've changed my mind. I think I'm just going to go with like a black marble, or do I? No, I'm going to go with a green. I'm going to go with green. Let's go with green. So let me show you. I don't know why, but I'm really into green at the moment, and I never have been before. But this green is just stunning. That's all I'm going to put in. Kind of a really sort of rich bluey green. And I'm just going to, you know what? I'm going to add the powder first. Changing my mind every 2 seconds, which is not good. Right, let's see. So I'm going to put in now I've put in 100 ml of the liquid, and now I'm going to put in 250 of the powder. So that's 1, 2, there we go, that's about 250. The great thing about Hydroflow is that it is very forgiving as well. If you add too much water, too much of the liquid or too much of the powder, see, that doesn't seem thick enough, and it's not right. Not going well. Anyway, I've put a little bit of that on there, and I'll just see if I can. So what I had originally planned was to do kind of a really nice sort of green colour, and that's like quite a nice bluey green, isn't it? But I think it needs a bit more. It needs a bit more powder. Feels a bit liquid, but I think we will just go with that. Let's just trust the measurements, they know what they're doing. Right, so I don't know whether this goes with this. What do you think? I think it needs to be darker. Do we think it needs to be darker? Oh, I wish I was on a live. I do not know. So I think I might just put in a bit more of the green. You don't need much at all. Make it a deeper green. Let's just go for it, hey? So I've just put a little bit in. And that's just going turquoise now, which is excellent. So I'm going to put a bit more in. I can't stir for too long because it's absolutely baking hot. So I'm putting that much in now. Let's chuck that in and really hope that that's going to be enough. I'm just scraping it all off the sides, and again that's going turquoise. Why is it going turquoise? Right, so I'm going to chuck some blue in now. Let's see if that will go sort of a darker green. And that's going blue now, and then I'll chuck in a bit of yellow. Do you know, colour mixing really is the hardest part of this. And I'm just, oh no, now that's really turquoise. Oh well, we'll go with turquoise then, shall we? Okay, let's just do this. Because the last thing you want to do is to be left with a bowl of this, because then it will just solidify and it's a waste. So I'm just pouring in there. I hope this goes with the rose gold. And you can see that I've put a little bit of like gold leaf on there. Don't know why, I'm just into it at the moment. Right, and then same here. And then I appear to have quite a lot left over, so I am gonna just quickly now put some, I think I might put some silver, might go better with this colour, so we'll try it with silver, I think. So this is just a bit of silver leaf, and I'm just trying to put it on so that there's no real sort of rhyme nor reason, no real straight edges, so it does look fairly random. And you literally just tear it off and stick it on. And that's it really. Gorgeous stuff. Love it. Don't know if anyone's tried it with like foil or whether that works at all, but that might be, see, this is the thing, while you're doing projects you come up with ideas for other projects, and then you look at other people's work and you get inspired as well. So inspiration is just literally everywhere. So I think that will be enough, because otherwise it's going to solidify and then I'll be left with a bowl of. So I'm going to just top that up and chuck it in here. Let's just hope that that is stuck down enough. There we go. Oopsie, putting my finger in it all. Is that going to be enough? Look at that. That is just enough for that one and two of these. That's good, isn't it? Very good. Right, just going to pour in the last lot in there and then go and wash my bits out. I mean, wash my bowl out, not my bits. I'm going to rephrase that. So let's just... Does this not work? Pretty sure that someone said about doing this. Apparently that's good for bubbles. There we go. And then what I am going to do is give it a little bit of a shimmy and a shake, as Claire from Claire's Crafty Corner says. Try and get all of those bubbles out. Might be just a little bit too much in these moulds, but never mind. I'd rather kind of sand some off, which will be relatively easy to do. Might make some like pastel ones, pastel coloured ones. There we go. Okay, I'll be back for the demould. Alrighty, party people, I am back. It's only been about, well, it has been a few hours now. One thing I will say is, see, that feels cool. Can see there are some holes, but never mind. The one thing I will say as well is that I don't know why, but Hydroflow, I haven't found that it sweats like jesmonite. So I don't know if anyone else has noticed that. Anyway, shall we demould? Are you ready? Boom! already, I hear you say. So this has gone green now. I swear it was turquoise earlier on. Ooh! Actually, maybe it has sweated a little bit, but look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I really love that. Really love that. And actually, I can just sand that a little bit. So I'm going to leave that to dry, as it were. Right, so this is the first time I'm using this mould. So I'm just going to loosen it a bit. All edges. Ooh. And I'm only going to use Hydroflow in these because of the heat resistance. I wouldn't ever use, I know some people do, but I wouldn't. Oh, that's not sticking. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Oh, I really love that. I like it with the colour as well. But it's a shame that that didn't stick on it. And then there's one more. So I think I will seal that and hopefully that will stick on. But yeah, I love this effect actually. It just looks like, I don't know, like an algae or something. I don't know, but they're really smooth and tactile. I will obviously sand that down, but yeah. Aren't these pretty? Very pleased with them. Right, now let's open these babies up. So this is definitely sort of more of a kind of leaf green, isn't it? I really hope this has worked. So are you ready? Ooh, you know what? I don't actually mind that. Isn't that a funny look? Thor looks as though he's been bopped on the head. So yeah, clearly I need to not bounce it up and down, and these are a bit too thick actually. But it's a good first try, isn't it? Ooh. Yeah, so I do need to just seal these and give them a little bit of a sand. Maybe I'll sand them down a bit because they do feel a bit too chunky. And you can feel that there's a little bit of a dip there, but I can just sand them around the edge and tidy them up. And this is the last one, Iron Man. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and I'm sorry that I couldn't carry on with the live. And thanks for joining me. Bye.